Hello everyone, MarcusWolfe here, welcoming you all back to another episode of Disco Elysium. I know it's been, oh god, 2 weeks since I last uploaded? Well, the first week was, I legit was sick. I got sick, and I just, my voice was dead. Once it did get better, I would say 4 or 5 days ago, I had to take actually a bit longer for a mental break. Work has been quite insane on my end. I technically become a one-man band for a job that's supposed to require 3 people. And I've been doing that for the last month. Work's being lazy at getting new people, and it is what it is. And yeah, I just needed some mental days off. I'm still kinda mentally not in the headspace to be playing, but I do want to progress the story, 1, and 2, I know there are some of you guys, even though it's just few and far between, like 50s to 100s, that are watching and are waiting for me to continue, so it's not fair to have you guys keep waiting when I am physically fine, mostly mentally fine, apart from a few, I just don't want to do this anymore for the time being, so shrug. Anyway, last we left off, we had a nice little conversation with this woman. I did not watch my last episode. I probably should have after taking a long hiatus. I believe she's the representative for the union and, the talks to kind of put an end to the strike. And she asked us to get some dirt in exchange for information, since we did not have our badge, so we can't do it the official way, but she's basically asking for the you scratch my back, I scratch yours idea. That said, Kim...
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
The lieutenant's voice is hushed. Well, how exactly were you hoping it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchmen.
Really? I thought it was going well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
So, what exactly do you propose? That, well, we don't investigate the drug trafficking, even though it is kind of a high priority in a sense?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union, or that we're on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
I suppose it's fair. I mean, to be perfectly honest, it really isn't her business about the outcome, so... I suppose as long as we can prove it's done, it should be good. Now let's get back to her then. I really thought it was going well, but apparently I played right to her hand. Man, I really am a pushover. It's games like these, when you watch people play, you can kind of see the kind of character they are in real life, and I feel like I'm exposing myself when I play these games. It's like, hey, that's the kind of person you are in real life. You're acting this way. Pushover. That doesn't mean that I am a pushover, but, I do respond in certain ways that I suppose in the world of Disco Elysium, people will find me a pushover and just push me to the ground every chance they get. Whereas in the real professional world, where people do work with you, maybe they may or may not take advantage of you. Shrug. But anyway, yeah, I'm probably getting taken advantage of at work already. I mean, I just said I'm doing a 3-man band job as a single person, so yep, I'm being pushed over.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Well, can you tell me about this alleged drug trafficking?
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Wait. Wait. Isn't GBL the incapacitate a person and have unwanted sexual advances drugs with them? Isn't that what that is? No, I'm actually dead serious. Isn't that what that is? And God, don't even think about how I had to think quickly on my feet to come up with that alternative name so YouTube doesn't get a bit funky with me. But yeah, isn't that the basically short, the knockout drug? Huh. Well, that's a lot of drugs you can make. Huh. So, let me get this straight. These materials, you say, are coming through Samara to Revachol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wildpine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
For a cut? Huh. Well, that'll explain why you want to know the answers to all this. And why you want us to investigate.
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dockworkers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
The lorries.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable.
How convenient that they're stranded like beached whales at that roundabout.
Oh. You know what? I don't half wonder if our dear old Apple Man is involved in this. The good old dodgy, not so nice to people not of his color lorry driver.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
She gives you a knowing look.
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight, upstream where it's clearer.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Well, it's no coincidence that the lorries are stranded there like that, is it then?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However...
She pauses, looking into the sea. Oh, so you orchestrated the traffic jam. So it didn't have anything to do per se with the strike. Well, maybe indirectly. But I would assume that you used the strike as a cover to raise the drawbridge, with this being the real reason. Damn, you and your company are very... You guys play like Fire Emblem tactics. Okay, not Fire Emblem tactics. Chess tactics, excuse me.
This is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
She looks north.
Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable. The weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
Well, you know, that's true. He did only come in this morning. That's true. He wouldn't have been able to come in unless, like he said, he begged to come in. So they made an exception for Kim to come in. Huh. Wow. I can see why it's a limited time only then, because someone's going to launch a complaint, and once it's filed, down goes the drawbridge. So, wait. Why didn't you come to the RCM with this earlier about this? Why all this while there's smoke and mirrors and raising the drawbridge, waiting for a complaint to happen.
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
And what proof exactly do you have that the Union is involved in all this, aside from you telling us that they're getting a cut off the shipments?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
That is a good point. So, you're thinking the strike is funded with those source ingredients for drugs, the cut that they're taking.
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
You make it sound so easy. Alright then. I've made up my mind about this.
Yes?
We'll take the case. Probe the drivers, see what we can dig up.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
She takes another long sip from her seemingly bottomless thermal cup. Well, now that you mention it, you seem to be well off. Is it possible that I could have some money, you know, to fund these, investigations that you're going to have me undertake?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
What? Excuse me, I really was about to say it. I had the whole speech planned in my head. Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
Well, I see she's got nice fabrics on.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity. A silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat.
Why is it Joyce Messier's...
While dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from
Oh, I see.
her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities.
I see, never mind then. Yeah, it's describing her.
These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible. Within reason.
Within reason. Okay, Inland Empire, conceptualization, logic. Thank you for crowding my head with your wonderful opinions. Is there a point to your opinions?
Now look at you. You misery-clad simian. Barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
Ashamed?
Yes. You're too ashamed to ask this person for money. Too scared to belittle yourself in her eyes. Those half-precious stones of Odinel.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Heard of billions. Indirect taxation disapproves. Indirect taxation disapproves. Well, that's all for now.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
No problem. Let me see if I can increase my Let me see if I can increase my volition. I mean, I probably can't, but you know, you never know. There is nothing to increase volition. Can I take off some clothes? Just take off some clothes to increase volition. Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, never mind. Okay, bye. Wait. There is the ledger. Where's my ledger? Oh, never mind. That's Inland Empire and Empathy. That's fine. Oh, no. What can I do? Well, clearly I'm not going to get any money from her. Cough, hiss. Can I get out of here, please? No. Well, I don't know if I can ever... I can't level this up anymore. For reasons that are unbeknown to me. Okay, I guess that's all I can do. Can I ever increase this? I don't know, but... I got a little bit more empathy, so... Yay, hallelujah! I don't know if I mentioned this, it's been way too long, but... I learned that I need... level ups to erase these damn things. It's like, why do I need level up points to forget a damn thing? All I have to do is drink myself into a coma and then I forget. It's why? That's very stupid. So I have to be very careful with what I get. I mean, like, at least this makes sense. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed, well, for perception only. Speed gives 1... Oh, sorry, that's a drug. Never mind. So I'm not going to take drugs unless I'm stupid desperate. Hell, even in Fallout, I don't do drugs. It's just me. So plus 2 volition, minus 1 logic, which is fine. You see, like some of these things I don't want, like this. I'm fine with getting rid of it, but I need to spend this to get rid. And it's so stupid. It's like, why? Why? Makes no sense. No, I want to get out of here. Well, actually, bleed boop boop boo. Did I say perception? I said perception. Where is perception? Perception doth not... No, perception's there. Okay, well that makes sense for perception then, because, you know, there's that. See, hear, and smell anything, let no detail, no gonna notice. Shivers, raise to see, tune into the city. I don't know what that's supposed to do. Electrochemistry, go to the nah, I'm fine. Physical I'm fine. Pain I'm fine. I'm fine on everything. Take the blows. Don't let the world kill you. Minus 1 damage. No. Half-light. Let the body take control. Threaten people. Composure. Hand-eye coordination. Ready, aim, fire. I really need to use some of these. I really do. But, you know, I just don't know what to use. And who knows? Maybe I'll just play a very strange round where I don't level up a single thing and fail miserably. There was volition. Where's volition? Volition! I'm looking for you under my own volition. There you are. Hold yourself together, boy. Keep your morale up. Oh. Does damage mean that if I fail the volition check, I take 1 damage? You know, that would actually make sense. That honestly would. That honestly would. Oh, and this morale... I keep taking morale damage. That is true. You know what? Sure, why not? Let's do that. Wait, revert. I just need to see what that did. So, 1002. 1. Okay, so learn skill. Okay, plus 1. And someone did mention that this just adds up to what your total skill, total points is going to be. So 1, 2, bonus from thoughts is, so 4. Damage of 1. So I still take 1 damage. That's fine. Inland Empire. Dreams and waking life. Yay. That sounds like me every day when I daydream. Dreams and waking life. Why do you think I became a writer? I studied creative writing. Esprit de Corps. Connection to Station 41. Understand cop culture. Play the puppet master. I will do... I could do drama. I mean, I'm already doing drama doing this. Visual calculus. Reconstruct crime. You know, that actually seems cool. Conceptualization. See, understand, create. I'm fine with that. Rhetoric. Logic. Logic. Yeah, this is some riveting gameplay, isn't it, people? I mean, but I have to do this at some point, you know, so it's what it is. Physical pain threshold. Endurance. I'll level that up, make me feel better. And I got 1 more point, right? I do, right? I don't. I have no more points. Okay, that's fine. So, in that case, let me revert that. No! Go back to Volition, you dumb Dumbo. And... I shall do... Authority or hand-eye coordination? I'll do authority. I do need a little bit of authority, that is for sure. So we're good on that, and... Get me out of here. Okay, we leveled up. That was some riveting gameplay. That was some intense darkness. Oh, it's 10 o'clock at night right now for me. That's why. I have the yellow backlight on my computer. I can't see past this thing. I can't see past a certain, area. Now, I'm pretty sure the lorry drivers are, you know, asleep, so I can't do anything. That's perfectly fine. Let's go ahead into this building and see what we can dig up. We're burning the midnight oil, my friends. I don't have money to pay for the damn room. It's way past midnight. It's probably way too late for me to do anything about it. The graffito says, firing squad for the rich. Oh, that's reassuring. Don't be rich when coming in here. Foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. Great. What? That was a set of stairs for fire. Okay, sure, whatever. Hey, watch I find a lot of money up here.
Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened.
It? How about I try guessing what it is?
A great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline. Fired from the water. A straight shot into Revachol. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until it was destroyed, and they had a direct firing line.
Taking the ocean.
The waves of the Martinez Inlet rolled over the fallen remains of the building. The dark waters obscured the better part of the remains. What didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. What wasn't used as scrap was thrown into the ocean.
Huh. Useless stuff, thrown away. Things that could be reused, saved.
Those arches acted as support for something greater than what you see now. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was never rebuilt.
And who exactly did all this, like, caused all this damage?
A fleet, the combined armies of Occident and Grad, with Mesk volunteers, a 5-nation army, hundreds of vessels. They massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. The artillery was so powerful. The ships not only required gyroscopic stabilization, they were anchored into the ocean floor as well.
5 nations? What was this, a world war?
Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the water, far in the northeast. Cannons still ready to placate Revachol. Coalition warship Archer can shoot 50 shells a minute on 20 co-aligned archers. They will reach the city in 58 seconds.
Damn. 50 shells a minute. With each shell reaching this... Holy crap. Kim, do you know who exactly shelled our city?
The Coalition. But that was a long time ago. I think we should move on. It's chilly up here.
Of course, I'm sorry. Damn. 50 shells a second? If I read that correctly? Or something to that effect. And reach in 58 seconds. That's a lot of shells. Oh my god. Well, I'm getting all these recyclables. I don't know if that makes me feel good, but... Hey, miss! Now I'm up here with you.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
Oh yeah, that's right. We've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
She crosses her arms.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint, it's heavy fuel oil. Red-dyed heavy fuel oil is only used in government vehicles, or at least that's the idea.
I'm sorry, now that I'm close up, I can't help but notice. Is that government fuel oil you've got there?
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
Huh. Oh, I will admit that is some clever cultural commentary.
You ain't seen nothing yet, Piggy Boo.
Alright, catch you later, Cindy. You siphoned that out of a car. Sure. That is some dedication to that artistic statement. The door is locked. You can't get in. The chair's new. Someone lives back there. And $2. Great. I'm slowly making my way to 60 bucks. I still have a crap ton to go. And it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Let's see. What? There's a... Oh, is this the heater area? This looks like coal deposits. 100 tiny feet scurrying beneath the grate. The rats of the city. Yay. Someone's been sleeping here. Recently, by the looks of it. Cindy? You know, it could be. Enough coal to last for several winters. Smells of chemicals. Well, that's what coals are. Treated rocks of chemicals. Pour l'homme... Oh god, the H is silent. Pour l'homme laborogènes. Electrochemistry, but -1 reaction speed. Pour l'homme laborogènes. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't think it really means pour, or like pouring. I really don't know, but whatever. And it's in the furnace, of all things. No, open this thing, dude. Open it. I will not give up. Open it. Okay, you're not opening. That's fine. Okay, we got some jeans. Yay. That amazingly didn't get burned to a crisp in that heater slash furnace pipe slash heater. I don't know where I was going with that slash. There's nothing up here. But there is this. Looks like a collapsed wall. Someone has torn down this wall. Oh, they literally torn down... What the... So what's the point of boarding this up if you can just... Okay, sure, whatever. An old grocery list on the table. And checks?
What happened here?
You can't exactly foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall.
It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here.
Well, except anything that might still be in the fridge.
Indeed.
Oh, a Nosafed. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I will survive for a little while. Except I'm one hit from death, so, And 20 cents, not bad. I'm slowly making my way into hotel money. I'm so desperate not to sell Kim's rims that he gave me. Oh, well, he didn't give me. I refused them, so I'm like, no, I'm sorry, Kim. Apartment 8. Their mailbox is overflowing. Either no one lives there anymore, or they're ignoring it. 25 cents. Yay. I'm slowly making my way through. Another mailbox. With a postcard. Boogie Street of 46. Door... Oh, I thought you said blocked. Door 9 is locked. Wow. That's a lot of money. $44.50. Jesus. And some boots. Probably money in the boots, right? Or am I just going to yoink someone's boots? No, 12 cents in the boots. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people. I'm just taking all your money.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
What? You didn't quite say anything, but okay, whatever. Who is this? This is the police. Please open up.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now becoming defensive.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
That's fair. I mean, we're not asking you to come in, we just wanted to ask you questions. We don't need a warrant to ask questions, girl. Hell, if people needed a warrant to ask questions, you would never get anywhere in work. No, what's this? Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall.
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Wait, that really is an inverted star? An inverted pentagram with antlers is the iconography? Wow! Is the iconography of communism that I can't even say? Is that really true? Oh, I have to look that up. Let's inspect it.
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution.
Oh, it's probably just within the realm of this universe. Okay, that's fair. I was like, really? That's a sign of communism?
Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is it upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order.
Okay, that's fair, that's fair.
Also, some social democrats were already using it.
And what about the antlers?
The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time, above it.
Oh, so it's upside down to symbolize the old order having fallen, and yet still trying to follow the accordance of the natural world, as with the antlers, because it's natural, like the deer has a crown of antlers, so it's the natural order of the world.
Because white is the color of peace.
I suppose so, yeah. In American culture, the bride always dresses in white. So, I wouldn't say necessarily peace in that respect. It's more like cleanliness, virginity, or something. Even though the person wearing it might not exactly be a virgin, but it's like the symbolization. I suppose like peace, love, caring. So it makes sense. This whole thing symbolizes rising above a fallen order, while still according to the ways of the natural world, in a peaceful manner. That makes sense. That makes sense. Though the description makes sense, and I like that. That's this in-game lore. I like it. It makes perfect sense in that regard. I truly do appreciate that. And what does it evoke in me?
Smug superiority, aesthetic musings. The triumph of capital is undeniable. But maybe the guns were sort of cool. Revolutionaries had loads of guns.
Well, yay.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11.
Oh, well, let's look at the padlock. It's quite unusual for a door.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Huh. Well, let's try knocking first.
No reply.
Okay, good. Well, give me a moment to, just, switch things out just a little bit. I temporarily do not need this flashlight, so that's fine. I swear, if I need a flashlight to look at this.
With a padlock.
Ah, there we go.
The drawn number on the board says number 11.
I'm gonna fail miserably. I need a 5.
The shackle
oh my
snaps
god,
like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
I barely did it by 1. Well, technically 2, because I needed exactly 5. So, I was just 2 above the threshold. Jesus.
After you, detective.
Oh, thanks, Kim. I would have thought that you would, complain to me about breaking and entering, but I suppose you're fine with this, right? Surprisingly, you are fine with this. Let's go in. Hello, housekeeping. Oh, this is a tiny-ass room. This isn't even a Is it? Okay, well, maybe it's a college dorm, but smaller than a college dorm. The flamboyant poster of a white star. Real lithography. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capitals and other such things.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads, Kraz Marzov. Honestly, he does kind of look like you after all.
Why does whoever live here have a bust of Kraz Marzov in their bedroom?
The white star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
I love that pronunciation, Kim, of a young communard. I love that. It even said young in the French way. It's like young communard. Huh, okay. Well, you do have to kind of admit, this Kraz Marzov does bear a striking resemblance to me.
Hold on a second. Is this why you broke in here? To find out whether you're Kraz Marzov?
No. I'm not saying that I am Kraz Marzov. I'm just saying that we looked alike.
Sure you are.
Alright, you know, you're right. This is silly. I mean, really, I'm no Kraz Marzov.
The lieutenant doesn't even bother to reply to this.
Well, anyway, moving on to more important things. Whoever lives here needs to learn how the economy actually works.
I suspect that's exactly what they are trying to do.
He leans closer to inspect the economics book on the table.
There aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter what generation. There's always going to be someone or some group, large or small, that's going to continue the political ideologies of the past. So, and considering how the current realm of this world is, I suppose it would make sense that, you know, there wouldn't be that many communists around. Like, how can you exactly share everything equally when the entire city area is kind of like falling in the dumps, and then everyone's going to be dead, or dying, I should say, economically speaking. So, and what's in this thing? And yeah, oh, that, yeah, you do not want to see how my mind just raised so many red flags seeing the 9mm bullet, oh god. I would rather have the gun just for threatening purposes, although I will admit, sometimes a loaded gun is necessary. Self-defense. I pray that I only need to use this for self-defense. I pray. Samurai whatever jacket. Oh, God help me. Man, revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. I'm sorry, I just have to say, it sounds like the American equivalent, this whole communist revolutionary thing sounds like the American equivalent of right-wing extremists who really love the Second Amendment. I'm sorry, I just have to say that. It's not, I'm not trying to insult anyone who is, far right or a Republican, or who does follow with the teachings of the Second Amendment. I'm really not. I'm just saying that this storyline seems to have, about the communist revolutionaries, seems to have taken some inspiration on that particular mindset. What's in here? This box is filled with cleaning chemicals. Smells of laundry detergent. Flip up glasses. The auditor. Plus 1 logic, minus 1 authority. Really? You lose authority for wearing glass? Well, I suppose that does kind of go into the, into the, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, the negative conceptualization that if you wear glasses, you're a geek or something, which is not necessarily true, but people don't take you seriously. So it does kind of, fall into, not that category, but that ideology. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. Well, people care more about missing pets than being evicted, so, An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, even old slippers. Apartment 12. A loud rumbling snore comes from within. Oh, this door's just unlocked. Well, don't mind if I do. Hello? Housekeeping? Okay, it's just a bathroom. Oh, it's a communal ew. A communal bathroom. My mom, oh no, wait, that was a communal kitchen. I'm sorry, wrong thing. But no, same idea. My mom, when she lived in Hong Kong, she lived in an apartment, and it was a communal kitchen, not a bathroom. Thank God it wasn't a communal bathroom. It was a communal kitchen, and my mom has some stories about that communal kitchen, and no, not the inappropriate stuff, just like legit cooking. And someone actually managed to burn soup. They burned soup by putting it on the stove, fell asleep, and a few hours later, the stove was still going, but the soup had boiled away. I don't understand how you can burn soup, which is supposed to have been a very wonderful liquid, but okay. 42 cents, yay. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of... Yeah, don't use the shower curtains, people. Moss crop. Okay, don't use this bathroom, period. We should be getting out and calling OSHA. But before we do that, let's get some magnesium and Commodore Red. Well, you know, you never know when you might need it for extra physique. You really don't, so... When I'm desperate. That reminds me of my friend Abrasive Music, where he said he really needed to do a certain check, so he just pumped his character full of alcohol and drugs, and is like, yay, we easily passed the skill check. These shoes come in 3 different sizes, meaning that someone lives there. I mean, obviously, 3 people live there. Oh, this takes me to the balcony, which is a new part of the map. Cough, cough. Oh. You hear distant traffic. Night is falling in the city. When the lights go out down in the city, and the night falls on the bay. Oh, I wanna go home to my city. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm sorry, I just had, you know me, I just had to randomly break out into song like the entire life is a musical number. No, really, I just saw that line and it's like, it just reminded me of that song, like 80s, 90s. When the lights go down. Okay, that's enough. But that is a good ending point on a nice song from probably in the 90s to early 2000s. 90s most likely. And I know where this balcony is. That's where we saw the potential witness to the poor man's unfortunate demise in that tree down there. He was unfortunately still hanging about. So, since we're here, we're gonna discover that in the next episode. And hopefully before the bridge comes down, which I think said Wednesday, which is probably in a day or so, we should investigate the lorry drivers. What are the chances that I'll get some kind of stat debuff for staying up all night? I'm amazed Kim is still hanging around with me. This is quite amazing, but shrug. I mean, yeah, shrug. Whatever. Later, everyone.